Rolling. All right, so just check Mal real quick, because then I'll ask the question. Hey Mal, you want to feed the fish? Want to go outside? Want to go outside? Feed the fish? Let's do it. Let's go outside and feed the fish.
Oh wait, I need to put shoes on too.
Oh, you're Belle. You need to, here's some. Here's some. That match your outfit actually. But you know what you need. Yeah. Okay. Come with us into a journey, adventure. So, I'm gonna definitely be safe. Okay, River, we're gonna feed the fish. And it would be awesome if I do it in a way where you don't have to have a meltdown because I did something wrong. Welcome back to another episode of Feeding the Fish. I'm Rocco, that's Malachite, and this is River. Today we're gonna feed the fish. This will be our first Feeding the Fish with River. He's my baby boy. I'm not renting this one, this is ours. And I'm noticing I'm really just getting this gift of being a dad and having this baby boy to look after. So many ways we as adults are just unconscious with how we move the body. I'll speak for me. I'm noticing as being a dad and being in dad mode, there are all these moments where I catch myself doing an activity that I always do, but now I'm doing it with River on my body maybe. And I'm like, wow, how I normally do that, I'm not really conscious of how I occupy space. You hear me?
People probably want to know about how dad life is going.
How's dad life going?
Maybe some
Honeymoon story.
Honestly, what just came to mind was how you were talking about my boobs.
Right.
I said which one goes
That's
in.
funny.
That's just like funny, and I'd be okay with you telling me that one because it's pretty hilarious.
How's dad life?
You think his head is okay like that?
I think so. Does it look bad?
Just make sure you hold it.
I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it when I whip that hair. Okay. So if you're wondering, the question might be, now you can't jump on me with him on here, okay? Okay, we're gonna take this easy. This is all gonna work out. You might be looking at River as like, is his neck okay? He has indicated to me that his neck is fine like this, and he sleeps like that even when he's not in this position. So unless you're like a professional medical doctor, don't comment how you feel about it. But if we're doing something wrong, I guess comment. I mean, that'd be terrible to read comments like, you're not a good parent, you should fix his neck. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be an interesting puzzle here. How's dad life going? Let's talk about how is dad life going. Dad life is going really well. The sleep hours are definitely wild. Belle and I are a great tag team. I feel like we have a real blessing of emotional congruency and just like, we're on the same page in life already. Now there's a baby. Basically, our emotional congruency is in service of. And like, how somatically stable are you by yourself? Okay, now add a partner. Okay, now add a baby in between you and your partner. Plus your dreams, your careers, whatever projects are already on your plate, whatever you're already spending your life and your time and energy on, you only have how healthy you are. So whatever the emotional, intellectual, psychological, spiritual environment is by itself before a baby gets here, now add that baby into it and it's the world that it's gonna get to know itself inside of. There's this interesting moment the other day where I'm holding him like this and then he starts crying. And so Belle does this thing where it's, does he need to poop? Is he Okay, I'm gonna throw it, here we go. Okay, we're gonna do first throw. Fishies, turdies. This is River, we got some food. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Gentle. Wow, it's not as hard. I just wanna be really cautious of spinning my body with him in my holding sack. Not that holding sack. Whoa, Mal, don't you knock that over, kid. All right, let's try one more. I'm gonna try and spin a little bit more. We're spinning like this. That was okay. That was okay. So the other day, Belle's, I think he's hungry. And I'm like about to give him to her. And usually like I grab in left hand, it's all about like, where's his head position? It's either left boob or right boob, not too many options. And she did this thing, it was almost like I saw like a military person like checking which like ammo was like, which gun had more ammo in it. And she was like, let's start with this one. And I'm like, yep, got it. And it's like positioning, it's like you become so devoted to just getting this little creature fed. And I was just really proud of her for looking at her boobs. Oh, which fighter is ready to go in the ring, Belle said. Yeah, it was like who's got the energy to go into the ring for this fight? Because these boobs are going through a lot, you know what I mean? If you've never seen a woman breastfeed up close every day during a newborn being on planet, it's a lot of work on the nipples. And I felt actually guilty, but I also was like just being sincere the other day when I got back from playing basketball, and I think my nipples were bleeding. Shout out to all the adult males out there who play basketball, or females, or whoever else. And my nipples were full chafe, and I was like, I feel like God is like humbling me, because I know Belle's nipples have been through an extraordinary amount of friction lately. All right, here we go. It's pretty good. He seems like, okay. How is dad life? It's very psychedelic. It's very much utilizing everything that I've ever learned, on my metaphysical journey, on the shamanic journey, on the mystical journey. And it's like, how integrated are you, period? How integrated are you when a little person needs you? You no longer are even for you. All that you are is for this other thing. So like people say, oh, I'm not doing it for me, it's bigger than me. It's like, yeah, but add a baby and then it's for real, not just about you. Then we're doing okay. Nice gentle turns. Shout out to Belle behind the camera right now. Everyone, this is a moment where I can at least share it on my channel. This is my page. Belle and I are starting a new YouTube channel. It's called On The Go Indigo. And we will share our journey as we're on the go, because we're not slowing down in our life. We're gonna keep traveling, we're gonna keep going on journeys. And we identify as indigo kids. Now you can get into the details if you're super metaphysical and you know about what a crystal kid, an indigo kid, and a rainbow kid, and Christ conscious variations are. But we're indigos in a nutshell. And yeah, we're gonna start a YouTube channel. And yeah, being a dad is, I feel my bones getting thicker. I feel all of my abilities and education and lessons that I've ever learned about regulating myself. There's moments when my wife needs me, moments when the baby needs me, moments when this goober needs me. And yeah, it's like utilizing everything. Wow, these are great questions. Well, thank you so much. Malachite has been doing really good. I think the first few days of River being home, we were in the NICU hospital for 19 days. Some issues with River's lungs. Everything's fine now. He's literally amazing and perfect. And although it was there, nose on the placenta, when River came into this world, the first few days of him being back, I think Mal was a little unsure what's going on. I think I saw on his face, I didn't want to project onto him some like human personifications of, oh, he's offended, or he's not gonna. We posted some picture and somebody was like, looking at Mal, it was like, that face when you know you're not gonna get the attention anymore. And it was like, you don't know that. But then we got home and I was like, man, maybe that guy was right in the comments. But then days went by and Mal like nuzzled up against River one time. Mal licked River's body, like his head one time. And River was crying and like Mal's obviously like, oh, this guy needs a lot. Good luck. And like we felt Mal catching this rhythm of the new position he has in our family, which has been really beautiful to see. House, dude. Gotta be more gentle when I twist, for sure. I could probably get a little bit more of a twist. I'm gonna try it on this next one. But life keeps going. It's not like it's completely stopped since we become parents. All right, here we go, a little bit more. That's pretty good. Wow, he's like fully knocked out this whole time. This is great. I will say there's something disheartening about you wanna calm a baby down and you as an adult are trying your best. And there's nothing you can do sometimes. It is just going through it and you want to help. You just wanna help. And it's just not obvious what to do. And that's been humbling. But we're getting better and better at it. Here we go. 1, 2. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice form. I really have felt how it's a bit of an interesting metaphor. A baby is like imprinted by our somatic state, our body, mind, spirit, consciousness, complex as being. You okay? You're okay? You're almost on the edge of goobing out. And so it's like the ultimate version of that is when a baby is crying and it's like looking or feeling, am I safe? Maybe that's what it's feeling. I don't know, there's a lot of different variations of it, but it is so easy as a parent, I found it to be true. It's like, it's so easy for your mind to drip into this place of, I'm not good, I'm not doing good. And it's like, all those conversations are super unhelpful in that moment. I watched a really helpful YouTube video where it was like bouncing, patting, and he's fine. If you're wondering what happened, this wireless microphone, you guys were a sponsor before. I'm not sure moving forward. No, the Digi-mic just fell off, and I don't think it hit him in the face, but he's fine. He would be crying if it did, let's be clear. Okay, we're gonna clip it here instead. So we saw this helpful YouTube video, and it was basically saying like the reason why the bouncing, the patting, and the shh. I remember seeing a couple years ago, this lady was like shh to her baby, and I was like, dude, don't be shushing the baby. Turns out, these creatures are in the placenta, in the womb for 9 months, and a lot of what they're hearing apparently is, and it's like blood flowing, water flowing around their skull, around their body. They're in the placenta, so that makes sense with what they're hearing. Then there is some movement, the mom's walking around throughout the day, and then the patting is, I guess it's the heartbeat. So the patting is the heartbeat. So it is really literally creating the environment that the newborn experienced while it was in the womb. And so obviously now we're out here, so at least it's been showing me, it's like creating a bridge experience from the safety of the womb into Malachite, into the experience of being with us here. Is it experiencing 3D? Is it experiencing depth perception? I don't know. I don't know how much of that. I bet there's some scientists who feel like they've mapped it out. All right, last one, Mal. I think you need to take a break. You're pretty jonesed out. All right, here we go. Perfect. Good boy. I don't see dino turdy. If you're new to this channel, there's about 20 normal turtles. I don't know what they're called. There's catfish, there's alligator gar, there's bass, there's bluegills, I think they're called crappie, and there's this one snapping turtle that completely looks like a dinosaur. So we call him dino turdy, because the reality of a snapping turtle is a real violent, hideous, violent creature. But we call him dino turdy. It normalizes our relationship, I think. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Feeding the Fish. What about you? Have you ever felt like another person rely on you? And have you felt the level of stability inside of you get called upon? And maybe you were only able to call upon at a certain level for yourself, but now this other person needs it, and you're able to get more out of it. I'm experiencing that as a new dad. What else? Put some comments in the comment section. So close to finishing this book with my dad. It'll be my first book I'm a co-author of with my father, called Gonzo Life. 500 pages, almost, of his epic, pretty much 70-year career, and a bunch of words and thoughts about a lot of what I notice he is, anthropologically, musically, spiritually, etc. Thanks for watching another episode of Feeding the Fish. I'm Rocco, that's Malachite, that's River. Thanks for tuning in, hit the comments, subscribe to the button. Thanks, people.